Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be making bananas foster. The ingredients you'll need is a banana. You can see I have mine here already peeled, ready to be cut. You'll need some heavy whipping cream. You'll need some brown sugar, a little bit of butter. You're also going to need some nutmeg and some cinnamon. Now, this is the more simplified version of bananas foster. Normally, when my husband makes it for me, he makes it with the ingredients that include banana liqueur and a little bit of rum. The rum is only used at the end to give it an effect of where you light it and it lights on fire. We are not going to do that here today. We are going to make this dessert kid friendly, and we're going to simplify it so that you want to impress your boo, you want to just impress your girls if you're having a brunch. This is a quick and simple, easy dessert that you can whip up in a matter of minutes. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my stove. I'm turning it on probably about a 2, just to let it warm up a little bit. Don't worry, the other burner is not on. The heat does not transfer, so the cutting board is safe. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is use about a tablespoon or so of butter. Of course, you can adjust it to use more or less depending on the size of the serving that you're making. So if you're making it for more than yourself, of course, use more. If it's just for yourself, of course, use a little bit less. You want to give that butter a quick, once around the pan so it can get nicely coated. The next thing I'm going to do is add my brown sugar. I think I used about 2 tablespoons. You of course can use definitely more or definitely less. Child, I don't know what I was thinking about in this when I was making this, because this was only for myself, and the more brown sugar you make, of course, the more sauce, the more cream. What am I talking about? Cream, Lord. The more brown sugar you use, the more glaze you're going to have. The next thing I'm going to use is my nutmeg. Just add that right onto the pan. Now, you don't want to use too much. This is not a sweet potato pie. You're going to add your cinnamon as well, maybe a half a teaspoon or so, I would guess. Girl, go ahead and give that up a nice little stir. You see it looks almost kind of like a paste. Now you're going to add that heavy whipping cream. I would say this is maybe a little bit less than 1/4 cup or so. Of course, add more or less depending on the amount of people that you're serving. And just go ahead and give that a nice little stir. A whisk probably would have worked better, but I've made this, me and my husband made this so many times that we just kind of wing it. Just go ahead and stir it until everything is incorporated. You can see everything is coming together nicely. Now, quick little side note, I do use this recipe also as a syrup in lieu of regular shelf syrup. My son does not like regular syrup. He likes this syrup. So when I make homemade pancakes or waffles, he's always asking me, Mom, are you making the homemade syrup? And of course, I have to say yes. So you'll see that the sauce is starting to bubble. My stove is still on low, but because of that cream, butter, and that brown sugar, it's going to start to caramelize. Go ahead and add your bananas. Now, this is important. Add your bananas last. And when you're picking your bananas for your bananas foster, make sure you get one that is that nice, pretty yellow color. Don't be buying no bananas that's all black and whatever. And then when you serve it to your guests, it's like, I don't want this. But also make sure you buy one that's ripe enough. You don't want to get a green one because it's going to be hard for them to break down when you cook them. So remember that when you're shopping for your bananas for this dessert. Just let those bananas sit and simmer in this sauce. Yeah, I did give it a little bit of quick taste. Always taste your food, child. Always taste your food, because you don't want them to be talking about you in the group chat like my girl Stovetop Kisses says when she's cooking her recipes, because honey, people will talk about you if your food ain't good. It's nasty, girl. So you want to always taste your food and make sure it's good. Again, just go ahead and give those bananas a quick stir. I would say let it simmer for maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes or so. You don't want to walk away from this because this sauce that you're using is the base for a caramel sauce, so it will start to burn if you let it cook longer than it should. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to prepare to add my sauce to my ice cream. Ooh, child, look at that. Don't it look delicious? Look how luscious it is. Nice and juicy. Go ahead and add that to that vanilla ice cream. Ooh. Now imagine serving this to your boo. What she or he is gonna say? Imagine serving this to your girls at a brunch. They be like, girl, they gonna feel like they at a 5-star restaurant. Now, if you really want to get fancy with it, after you garnish it with your cinnamon, do not put any more nutmeg on this. Again, this is not a sweet potato pie. You can go ahead and add a piece of mint right in the top before you serve it to your guests. And honey, voila, there you go. Bananas Foster. Y'all, I hope you all try this recipe. Drop down in the comments and let me know if you did. Stay tuned for future recipes, future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.